And we are live, ladies and
Chase,
gentlemen,
let me know when you hit 40
with
seconds so I know about
the
pause.
Sun Bros Grand Finals 1v1 tournament. We have LFS versus Platypus Slayer. We are on the map Saguenay here. This is Platypus's pick. He is China. He's finally playing his main in game 5 of this tournament versus Mexico for LFS. Let's go ahead and turn the scoreboard on. Oh, the scoreboard is on. Would you look at that? For you guys, we are. Go ahead and press play, Cole. 43 seconds. We are. I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'm at a loss for words, to be completely honest with you. China has taken a LFS's China took a 3-1 Civ advantage.
God, how many China decks does Platypus have?
This is a best of 7 series, so 3-1 in the way of LFS. And so that means LFS is on match point here at the map, as mentioned, Saguenay, which is actually a livestock map. There are sheep on this map. So,
which leans into both civilizations, Mexico having a hacienda to fatten, and China having their villages to fatten.
That is very true. China is Platypus Slayer's main, as mentioned at the beginning of this game. Has not played it yet, saving it for a dire situation, which he needs to win this game. Otherwise, LFS takes the victory here. We're going to take a look at some players' decks now. OMG copy. He has used this deck to great effect throughout the entire tournament, up into this point, 8-2, as mentioned in one of the previous games that you may or may not have watched. So I know you've been spoiled at this point, but if you want to go back and watch the games and see where we got to, then go ahead and do that. We're going to go over to Mexico and take a look at his deck, which is labeled beginner. So he's sent the Hacienda cards. He has independence movements, revolutions, and returns to Mexico are cheaper.
Oh, this looks like a fast industrial. He's got 10 age 2 cards, age 4 cards. It looks like
10 age.
The advanced revolt card. Yeah, this is going to be a fast industrial potential.
So he does have the advanced revolts. He has taken a trade post. Is now aging to 2 with 14 villagers just before 3 minutes. I would expect to see independence movements coming very soon. Probably a revolt to Central America. And then, yeah, obviously 10 age 4 cards, or 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 age 4 cards in the deck. So he's going to go to Central America and immediately go back
China's
to
going to lose his Disciple, unfortunately, just due to some bad RNG with the polar bear. I was not convinced China's Explorer would be able to handle two polar bears, but he actually took that quite handily.
China takes 2 polar bears like it's nothing.
135 XP, that's a very strong...
That is a very good treasure. He's sending T-Export, I think, as his first card. Yep. No, he sent Northern Refugees first.
Yeah, Summer Palace going up.
Yep, Summer Palace going up. So obviously the Mexico player is about to be in age 2 already. Just shy of age 2, going to be getting there right about 4 minutes and 27 seconds, I want to say. Consulate going up. I am at 4:08.
Got it. We're right about the same time then.
So we're going to turn some Fog of War on now and see exactly what everybody sees here. This is
Mexico,
who am I spectating? I'm spectating Mexico.
Market upgrades. He aged up with what did he age up with? Quatrero again.
Yep.
He aged up with Quatrero.
Very standard stuff. Is macroing fully for the revolt, which I expect we'll see to Central America, because there's no way you're getting out of Baja California in a reasonable amount of time to make use of those 4 cards, or those 9 cards that you have in age 4 as Mexico. And the Summer
He
Palace
is going
coming in
5
now.
villagers and then 4 villagers. Yeah, he's going all in on this. He's trying to get as many villagers as possible before he revolts, so that he can sustain a strong eco. Because he's gonna get 7 villagers as soon as he revolts. This is like this is as villager heavy as you can go with Mexico. He's really trying to make sure that he just has everything he needs to stay in Central America for as little time as humanly possible.
So, yep, here's the 4 settlers are about halfway in now. He's making some soldados to prevent some early pressure. And as soon as these, if you get your macro right, as soon as these villagers come in, you should be able to revolt out or to Central America. He's got 2 more settlers in queue, actually. So
China's 700 coin just arrived, so he's doing something of a naked FF, except for his Summer Palace army. This is not gonna be an H2 battle like the previous games have been. That's for goddamn sure.
China has that extra shipment in queue, immediately going to be sending 8 Chuko news. Soldado is going to be moving forward for Mexico, seeing what they can see, maybe start sieging down this trading post from China.
He's running now. Mexico's running out of population room, and I don't think he wants to spend time chopping for a house. So I think we're going to see the revolt happen pretty soon here, unless he decides to make another house and delay just a little bit longer.
He's 40 out of 40. He's only going to build 1 soldado because he is popped. Does have this extra shipment as he's sieging down this trade post. I think this is something that Plat is going to just allow to happen. Cuatro Haciendas coming in to deliver 15 population for his soon-to-be 2 Haciendas.
700 wood in for China, building a market. And he went with the Russian allies, so he's got a blockhouse in his base.
Yeah, Plat is completely content to let these soldados siege down the trade post. Plat has essentially got all the value he needs out of that at this point.
Able to age up now, and there it is, Confucian Academy going up for age.
The naked fast fort is indeed happening. You know, you've got that blockhouse there for defense, but you've literally changed nothing for it. Mexico now properly macroed for the fast, or for the, I won't really call it a fast revolt anymore. It's 7 minutes and 37 seconds into
more like
the game.
Semi-fast.
But with all the macro, he's not training any units. He's just got these soldados, now 50 out of 90 population, thanks to the Cuatro Haciendas card. With another shipment. Really good job using these soldados to gain treasures. Independence movements.
Yep. We're going to see the revolt soon. It's coming.
Finally coming in so that the return to Mexico is cheaper as soon as this revolt hits. As soon as this card gets shipped in, we will see the revolt happen. Now, this isn't something that you just kind of do.
Steel traps and the second wood chopping as well. He's very economic heavy right now.
This isn't something that you just like decide to do, Mr. Ulan Gaming. This is something that is practiced. This is something that you have to get the micro and macro down for in order to know exactly how fast you can get the revolt happen.
Here's Central America.
Central America revolted. Oh, thank God they changed the size.
36. So beautiful. So he's got 36 villagers.
He revolts at the same time that Platypus gets to Fortress Age. And these soldados, so very interesting decision making. Very interesting. This is going to be a very interesting game that we have happening soon, because essentially what we've seen is 2 naked fast forts.
Yes. We see Plat getting the, trying to get the Iron Crows, of course, but he's also training the hand mortars out of his blockhouse, and he's also switched to the British for his consulate. Combined with the 8 arquebusiers and then the chain dows that he's shipping, he's going to have quite the force here very, very soon.
You know, a little bit of a spoiler, more spoilers for the last game, but I think Platypus here is just trying to do what LFS did to him in the last game, and that is just get the deathball going and just absolutely run over your opponent. Now, if Plat had taken a look at LFS's deck prior to getting into the game, which I'm sure he did, or at least looked at it before the revolt occurred, he would see how heavily weighted to age 4 the deck was, and should know, I think, at this point that you should kind of want to push in and poke the bear a little bit. Because I would expect, knowing this, that your shipments, or that your enemy doesn't really have a ton of shipments. As we certainly see the push happening now, these hand mortars going to be dropping bombs that only do 5 damage on on the artillery here. They're not very powerful bombs.
They're there mostly as an insurance policy, just in case your enemy does go with cannons.
So you're gonna,
which he absolutely can with Central America.
Yep. So he can train falconets. I don't think he has an artillery foundry up yet. He does not, but he's fully macroed for returning, or for coming to age 4, fully committed at this point toward getting to age 4, and going to get there at a fairly fast time, I suspect.
He's going to get it right now, actually. He has the resources for it. There it is. He's returning to Mexico.
He is now returning to Mexico. It's going to take quite some time to do that, though.
He's shipping. He's shipping the the settler for each shipment you sent. So he's shipping 6 settlers right about now.
Yep, 6 settlers just now coming in. So once he hits age 4, which again takes a while, thanks to everybody's insistence that a 7-minute fast industrial time was just too fast.
So unreasonable.
Unreasonably fast to get to the industrial age by age 4. So they nerfed that. The return to Mexico going to be taking quite some time now, just now about halfway through. And once age 4 happens...
red coats out now as well.
Once age 4 happens...
Make that 15 red coats, come to think of it.
So... You're really gonna have to push as the Chinese civilization here, because once Mexico gets to age 4, and again they're gonna have their old deck back, they're gonna get all their shipments back, which is packed with military shipments,
and the factory as well.
And the factories, you're going to be in trouble. 37 vills for Platypus Slayer, 42 for LFS. So not only are you about to hit age 4, you are also going to have an eco event advantage, and there it is. The revolution has ended. Platypus just moving nice and slow with these hand mortars, pushing in. You're gonna pick them up up off the ground and push into the base a little bit. We'll turn Fog of War off now, and just gonna be sieging down the market and doing what he can do. Let's see here. These again, both these players are very patient in terms of when they're getting attacked. Both players very content. We've seen this throughout the entire tournament. We've seen this throughout this entire grand finals, not minding that their base is being sieged down, waiting for the opportune time to strike. And here it is. These Chinacos going to be pushing in on these hand mortars.
It's going to be a toss-up whether or not the Soldados pop before... the Soldado pop got stopped. Oh, that's a big deal, actually. He just stopped it from being 21 Soldados instead of 16. 3 Chinacos come out for a total of 11.
2 heavy cannons now in for LFS. And these heavy cannons are just going to wipe the floor. Look at all this infantry. There's 2 shots. 1, 2. And there it goes. The hand mortars now going to be doing extra damage to the multiplier damage to the heavy cannons. 1 heavy cannon going to find its way down, 80 XP popping up on the screen, but these Chinacos are doing work. They're wiping up the infantry mass here. More hand mortars coming in. The pathing through the trees is, you are right, it is terrible. These hand mortars, more hand mortars coming in, being spammed by Platypus Slayer here. We'll pop over to Mexico, who is sending Los Colorados Battalion, 9 Soldados and 1 Falconet. This is a very close battle here. I think these Chinacos are going to end up taking it, though.
Chinacos are just a ridiculously big
And there's
unit.
the Soldados and the Falconets going to come out. And I'm not sure that there's much that China has behind this. He's been sending all his military unit shipments in Age 3 to try and maintain some form of pressure on LFS here. But unfortunately, the Mexico units, especially once they've hit Age 4, these Soldado aren't upgraded yet, but the possibility is there. And Soldado's already strong on their own accord. Chinako, obviously one of the best Lancer-type units in the game. And I just love, Ulan, I just love how they swing their stuff around slower while they're walking slower than if they're walking at their normal speed.
It is part of their walking animation, isn't it?
Yep, that is absolutely part of their walking animation. So you bunch them up together and they spin that thing around like nobody's business. But as soon as they're slow, they spin that thing real slow. As these Chinacos are going to come in on the arquebusiers, on the iron flails, and they're going to take out the iron flails. We do see flying crows now in. I think you had mentioned that earlier, Ulan. Flying crow is going to come in and try to push back this Soldado mass. It actually did that very effectively. LFS feeling like he cannot take that battle at the point that the Chinako mass grows, and we do see a mortar.
Veterancy upgrade just came in for the Soldados, so I should be able to push quite a bit better. We see a singular mortar as well.
Yep, the mortar is happening, or the mortar exists. Veteran Soldados about 3/4 of the way through now, and I wouldn't be surprised to see some raids. Maybe take these Chinacos and run them down to the south and get some raids going on. Platypus Slayer doing actually a pretty good job of keeping a mass up comparatively, at least size-wise, to his opponent. So at this point, it's going to be a battle of who has the counters and who has better micro, I think.
He has a second Flying Crow. I think he's kind of forgotten about it. It's over by the Confucian Academy because he hasn't set a waypoint. We also have 5 flamethrowers that just came out, so that'll be an interesting thing to see.
The flamethrowers. Obviously, you put those flamethrowers in a mass of, in a bunker of these arquebusiers or any type of unit,
Now
really.
he's moving the flamethrower.
And they will certainly end up shredding through any infantry mass that's there, because the infantry won't be able to get to it.
I think what Platypus's mass is really missing right now is an answer to cavalry. He needs an answer to the Chinacos, because those are a very big threat. They're one of the best cavalry in the game.
Agreed. And that's not something that we see here. We see the Changdao. How many Changdao does he have? I'm pressing the wrong button. We'll go here. He's got 6 Changdao to counter the Chinacos here, but that, quite honestly, is just not going to be enough as the engagement comes in. The flying crow going to be launching a shot off, dealing some damage. Hand mortars, 2 flying crows.
Now the flamethrower does have the infantry tag, so the Chinacos actually do get a multiplier against it, as opposed to just doing good damage because they're cavalry.
And coming on, they approach this coin mine. LFS wisely realizing that he needs to pull these villagers to the coin mine to the south as this engagement's about to kick off here. A mass of veteran Soldados now and a mass of veteran Chinacos against. This is like a 4-unit comp, Ulan, from China player, which is really
that's basic China.
That is like basically normal China things. So, seeing how this engagement plays out with the 4-unit comp, that's one of the things I think that scares a lot of new players off of China, is the fact that you can't just make 1 unit. Like, you make a unit,
there it
you
is.
get something, and then there's like 4 units. Just
Painful.
so, yep, here's the mass getting pushed in. The Chinacos are going to hop on the redcoats, and the arquebusiers, they're going to get their way to the flying crows. Work their way slowly, destroying this mass, and these Soldados just aren't dying. Soldados just can't die. because they're just so massively healthy. Yeah, they're healthy. That's what I'm going to call them. Game is called LFS is your champion of the Sunbros 1v1 tournament. Well played to him.
By everybody, but especially LFS because he won.
Yes. Thank you, everybody that was in the tournament, everybody that watches this on YouTube, everybody that has joined the server, and it's just so awesome to be able to host this stuff. You guys need to shut up. Can you stop? Thank you. They kept on yelling.
That's the charm.
Yeah. I will say that these games have been very close. I don't think LFS or I don't think Platypus was out of any of these games except for maybe game 3, the Knights of the Mediterranean mirror. I say mirror. I don't use that. It's not a mirror, but the Knights of the Mediterranean match. Yeah. So that was the only game that was really out of his control with the spawn of Krabats. And fun fact for those that didn't know, this is a rematch of round 1 where LFS handed Platypus one of his only 2 game losses en route to his way to the finals. LFS finally getting his revenge, winning 4-1 in 5 games. Take home the Sunbros Kenny Powers Trophy, roll, and no money. Yep, no money. Anyways, I got nothing else to say. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like the video, subscribe, do all the things. Discord link down in the description below. Ulan Gaming, do you have any final comments? Potato. Great final comment. We will see you guys when we see you guys. 2v2 tournament coming your way. Maybe some interesting other videos on the channel. We'll see what pops up. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.